off this morning's border report. Today, we actually have new numbers showing the amount of migrants bused to different cities around the nation.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott says more than 12,000 migrants have been bused to sanctuary cities. More than 8,200 have arrived in Washington, D.C., another 3,200 to New York, more than 920 to Chicago.
And now we're actually also learning that some buses are being searched by police in New York City. Allie Bradley, she's been at the southern border for us every single day. She is live in Yuma, Arizona with more. Good morning, Allie.
Yeah, good morning, you guys. So this morning, Border Patrol telling me that here in Yuma, more than 400 migrants have already crossed over this morning. And right now, we're still looking at about 250 people waiting to be transported and then processed. And that's just one reason why the city of Yuma is sending buses to Washington, D.C. They've sent 57 buses with more than 2,000 migrants. But this story is very, very different in Texas. Take a look.
This morning, Texas Governor Greg Abbott continues to send migrant buses to Washington, D.C., Chicago, and New York City. Now, a source telling NewsNation, the buses dropping migrants off in the Big Apple are being stopped and searched by NYPD officers. I'm told that as soon as migrants are offloaded, the buses are stopped and searched extensively. My source says the crews on the bus are being harassed. NYPD officers are looking for issues with the buses, checking IDs and searching for weapons, hoping they have a reason to cite the crews and drivers. In a statement about the bus checks, Governor Abbott's press secretary says, quote, "This is another pathetic ploy by Mayor Adams to stop Texas from busing migrants to a self-declared sanctuary city. Mayor Adams should call on his party leader, President Biden, to take immediate action to secure the border, something the president continues failing to do." According to Governor Abbott, Texas has bused more than 12,300 migrants to sanctuary cities. 3,200 of those have gone to New York City. But the city of El Paso is going even further, busing thousands more migrants to New York City than even Governor Abbott. The city saying its buses are not being stopped. A spokesperson for the El Paso Fire Department, which is helping with the Welcome Center in the city, says they have sent 299 buses to New York City with 8,759 migrants, and they don't have a timeline of when the buses will stop being sent.
We continue operating as long as there's a need out here, people being released to El Paso, people trying to move on from El Paso. So as of right now, we don't have a date.
Now, this, of course, comes after Mayor Eric Adams in New York City declared a state of emergency. However, I did reach out to El Paso, to the city, and asked them if the mayor has reached out to them. They said they have not heard from Mayor Adams yet. Kelsey.
All right, Allie, thank you. So many live right behind you migrants. They are looking to try to waiting in line, I know, since 4 this morning. Well, those coming to the southern border to migrate to the United States, they come from any number of countries around the world. We're hearing stories of people using Mexico as a gateway and far places as Brazil, some even Italy, some Ukraine, Mitch.
That's absolutely right. But right now, according to Customs and Border Protection, it is migrants from 3 countries that are flooding the system and causing the spike in encounters at the border. Those 3 countries are Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Cuba. If you're wondering what they all have in common, failed communist regimes. The leader of Nicaragua, Daniel Ortega, a Marxist-Leninist. Nicolás Maduro in Venezuela, a Marxist-Leninist, the heir to Hugo Chavez. Again, that country not doing well. Cuba, we all know the legacy of the Castro regime. Now, specifically in Venezuela, 77% of people in rural areas outside of Caracas, they live on less than $2 per day. In Nicaragua, 68% of all residents live on less than $10 per day. So, April of 2020, what happened? You're going to watch the rise in the immigration from these 3 countries go up. In April of 2020, it was just 262 people. Then in August of 2021, that had ballooned to 20,000, almost 21,000. And now look at the latest numbers as of August of 2022. Almost triple that of just a year ago, 56,148 people. And that's just from these 3 countries. Again, in August, migrants from those 3 countries, they made up nearly 28%, almost a third of all the encounters at the border. And officials do not expect things to change anytime soon because things in all 3 of those countries, they're not changing anytime soon.
These numbers are alarming and definitely causing problems for a lot of cities where they're now being bused to.
That's right.
All right, developing now.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.